Cats came out strong in game number 1, and White-rA retaliated with some absolutely brilliant craziness in game number 2. So without any further ado, let us step into the final game between Cats and White-rA in the King of the Beta for Heart of the Swarm by Day9 and Team Liquid. Up in the top right-hand corner, we have the man that 7-pooled in game number 1, and tragically doesn't appear to be doing it in game number 3. It is Root Cats! And down in the bottom left, White-rA, who's been showing us adaptability at its finest. It is White-rA! I'm not gonna lie, it is a bold maneuver to continue to early expand when you know your opponent loves to do early bust tactics. But of course, White-rA, being a man made out of steel and excellent cooking, has absolutely no problem early expanding again and again and again. So White-rA is going to be doing the usual early scout. This is a map where I actually think that the fast hatch is a great play on this map. There's a lot of distance. Sure, there is some cannon ability at the back, but it also allows for some easily defendable expansions, a lot more easily defendable than on Akalon Waste. I mean, Akalon Waste is honestly really difficult to be able to defend those other bases, what with all the destructible rocks and places to cannon on the high ground, as White-rA gave us a first-hand account of. A drone advancing forward, Root Cats does so much crazy stuff in this matchup that these sort of drone scouts aren't really unwarranted. He just knows that there's all these crazy little deviations that he could take. In particular, throwing down this hatch, he needs to know if his opponent is going for a fast gateway or not. Faster than this Overlord can provide, so he does need to do a little bit of a check in there. Say, hey, if you're early expanding, I want to see it because I would love to avoid constructing a spawning pool at all costs. And also the drone saying, hey, that's what that feels like, getting blocked. But there's White-rA throwing it down, and we see that the drone is moving forward. We see absolutely no spawning pool at all. It's another one of those awesome shenanigans from Root Cats. Now, in terms of looking at the vision, it looks like White-rA is continuing to follow the drone. He's scouting around. He wants to be absolutely positive that there's no pool constructed yet. He's going to go to the only place where there's creep, the only creep he's ever known. Yep, finds nothing. Third base now going down for Cats, so this is one thing I love about White-rA. Many players would be frustrated. They'd say, you got me, I wasn't cannon rushing, so darn. And they'll resume normal build. White-rA cuts corners too. He's going gateway without forge. He might not even build a forge. He might even go double gas before forge. Certainly spending all his chrono boost on probes to make sure that he has that lead still in the economy battle. There finally is the extra spawning pool planting, but I have a hunch that Cats is not done expanding yet. 2 versus 1 normally ends poorly for the 1. Logic prevails. So it looks like not the... Oh, yes! Yeah! Alright! Awesome! We're not actually seeing standard style PvZ, and this works very well with White-rA's style. He loves fast mothership core to take a fast third base. In this circumstance, he's saying, well, since you can't attack me anytime soon, I'm just going to end up delaying the cybernetics core a little bit. And then he will easily plant down cannons and mothership core to defend, unless, of course, Cats has something up his sleeve. White-rA, in my eyes, White-rA's kind of saying, okay, I know what my normal build is, I'm going to try to wiggle this situation to my advantage by taking this expansion up. Cats, on the other hand, is a player that I anticipate has done this many, many times before. If you ever watch his stream or his replays, as I personally enjoy doing, it's nuts. It's so great. Photon cannon being planted, but where is that mothership core? Mothership core has to be at top priority, because without the mothership core, there's really no solid defense. Slowlings starting to move out. A lot of slowlings. Oh no! This is what the Koreans have been doing so much lately. Flooding with slowlings at inopportune times. Oh my gosh, it's going to catch White-rA completely underprepared. Where is your mothership core? Needs to begin chrono boosting out Zealots. A little bit too greedy from White-rA. There's absolutely no cannon at the front. It looks like the Zerglings are going to do an attempted surround of these Zealots. Will they get it? Will White-rA be able to escape out of this one? And it looks like no. He's going to have to engage. There's the chrono boost. One cannon goes down, but White-rA needs to plant down so many more cannons. He's walled himself in. There's another pylon. Can he get another solid wall off at the back? Zerglings starting to swarm on in. Oh, White-rA got too many corners. Is Cat's just going to win with a bunch of slow lings? Oh, if anyone who was uninitiated to StarCraft saw this, they would immediately begin with their Zerg rush jokes and feel like they were part of the party, and they are. Cat's, in the meantime, just doing the usual, flooding of more lings, because he sees the opportunity, sees blood in the water, smells blood in the water. I don't know what sharks do with blood in the water, but whatever it is, Cat's is doing it. There's the flooding, photon cannons taking massive damage. Just the mothership core remains. More Zealots being chrono boosted out. This is going to be a difficult defense. May have to fall back, build cannons in the main, but there's absolutely no pylon there. Meanwhile, at the front, slow Zerglings march right on in. Did Cats even know about the expansion up at the top side? Absolutely. This looks like it was the motivation for this attack all along. Well, of course it was. Otherwise, it would just be a way over bold all-in. But now, oh man, Zergling speed is done, surrounding everything. And it looks like with a Zergling rush, is Cats going to bring the series 2-1? He is! That means Cats is the first semi-finalist for the Heart of the Swarm King of the Beta. Whatever you do, continue following the action. 3 more matches to come. We'll find out who will join Cats up in the round of 4. For now, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more matches to come.